Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contracts. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. Are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Hello, I'm Sarah.
And I'm 2B.
And welcome to day 6 of 31 days of Halloween. I've got 3 spooky stories to share today. We'll get straight into them. Are you ready for the first story?
Yes, I am.
I've been living the van life for a while now. But last night, some kids knocked on my window. They wanted me to let them in. I don't know how long I have. My battery's at 14%. And I don't dare start the van. If I do, they'll hear me. I know that sounds paranoid, but you didn't see them. Or maybe you have. If you have, tell me. I need to know how to get out of here. I travel alone. I document it. My channel isn't big yet, maybe 12,000 subscribers, but I post regularly, off-grid campsites, van conversions, solo travel tips, that kind of thing. I stay out of cities, and I stay off well-worn paths. The further I am from people, the safer I feel. Or I guess I should be saying, the safer I used to feel. Tonight, I'm parked off a forest road in Idaho, miles from the nearest town. It's the kind of place where, if you screamed, no one would hear you. That's one of my go-to videos, by the way. A big scream, loud as I can, and then just the silence afterward. Basically, the place was perfect until the knock came. A single, soft knock. Not on the door, on the window. I froze. It was just after 1 a.m. The woods were silent, no wind, no animal noises. My van is unmarked. I never advertise I'm a woman travelling alone. And I always wait and post my videos a week after I leave the spot, just to make sure no one catches on to where I'm parked. So how did someone find me, let alone creep up without setting off the motion lights? Another knock. Light, insistent. There was no way this could be anything good, right? My heart was racing, my stomach already twisted into knots. Muscles pulled tight. I reached for my phone. My stupid fingers fumbled it, and it hit the floor mat. The thump seemed thunder loud, and when I sat back up, I nearly screamed. The child's face was pressed against the window. Pale skin, dark hair, wide staring eyes. But something was wrong. The glass reflected weird, but there was no shine in the kid's pupils. Just black, completely black. I choked on my breath. Every instinct in me screamed, wrong, wrong, wrong. Why was there a child out here? I was so far away from any of the main roads. It wasn't the kind of place children would be. The kid didn't move, didn't blink. Then another knock. My head snapped toward the sounds, and my stomach dropped. There was a second one. A little girl this time, standing by my back doors. Same dark hair, same vacant black stare. I don't scare easy. I've slept in parking lots where guys tried breaking into my van. I've camped in places where the only sounds were coyotes circling. I'm not an adrenaline junkie. I'm also not just starting out. But this was something else. I kept my hand low, fumbling for my knife, while trying to keep my breathing steady. That sounds bad. These were just kids, right? But you don't understand. There was something wrong with them. The boy at the window finally spoke. Let us in. 3 words, no emotion, no inflection, just a flat, empty demand. I shook my head. It made all my hair stand on end. He spoke again, more persistent this time. Let us in. The girl knocked again harder. I heard it rattle the doors. It was a childish response, but I grabbed my blanket and pulled it up over my shoulders, cowering beneath the heavy cotton like it was a shield. I clutched my knife so tightly, it made my knuckles ache. I don't know how long I sat there, too afraid to breathe. I knew that if I opened the door, I wouldn't be able to close it again. Suddenly they stepped back. The dark of night engulfed the windows again. I barely had time to process that relief before a new sound nearly made me scream. A tap on the driver's side. I whipped around. There was a third child, a new one. The kid was a little taller. He was maybe 12 at the oldest, standing inches from my driver's side door. Unlike the other 2, he was grinning. The handle jerked, but I kept my doors closed so it didn't open. The grin widened. Let us in. The same 3 words again. It wasn't a question. It was a demand. I don't remember grabbing my keys, but suddenly they were in my hand. I flipped the ignition. The dashboard lit up. My heart slammed. If I had to, I'd run them over. But the engine didn't start. I turned the key again. Nothing. Nothing. The battery was fine. The gas was full. It had started just fine this afternoon. But right now, the van wasn't starting. And the kids, they were still standing there, staring, smiling. I reached for my phone, fingers shaking. No service. Then the tapping started again. Every window, every door. Slow, measured rhythm. Knock, knock, knock. I must have blacked out at some point, because the next thing I knew, the van was filled with light. Sunlight. I woke up still clutching my knife. My doors were locked. My keys were still in the ignition. My phone was in my lap, battery at 23%. I risked a glance outside, but there was no sign of the kids. I opened the driver's side door, heart hammering. The air smelled like damp earth, pine, a beautiful misty morning. My tyres were untouched. There were no footprints in the loamy soil. It was like they'd never been there at all. But they were. I know they were. And I know they're still out there too, because my van still won't start. And I'm worried that tonight, the knock will come again. A personal favourite of mine, Black-Eyed Kids. I love the idea of this, going out in your van, pulling up somewhere nice and secluded, no other humans around, but then you're confronted with 3 black-eyed children. What would you do?
Drive off.
Yeah, for the engine wouldn't start. What would you do next? Hide?
I put ink in my eyes so they think I'm one of them.
Okay. Send you one of them. Like it. Are you ready for the second story?
Yes, I am.
Story with my young daughter. Not sure what to believe. We'd moved into my mother-in-law's home when my daughter was 4 months old. Daughter is now 38. We were a young couple, both 21, living with my best friend in his apartment when we got married. So when our daughter arrived, it was time to move into my mother-in-law's house, with backyard, baby's own room, and help from mother-in-law. She was a widow, lost her husband when my wife was 2 years old. With a decent-sized house she purchased after her husband passed away. She was still working, while I was also working, and wife was a stay-at-home mum. About half a year into this arrangement, my daughter started waking up, screaming in the middle of the night. Since I was working, my wife got up and tried to comfort her. But it always took more than an hour to comfort our daughter. This went on for 3 or 4 nights straight. Finally, my wife was sleep-deprived and frustrated, so she nudged me to get up and comfort the baby. The first night I entered her room, my daughter was standing in her crib, crying, and looking at a specific corner. I picked her up to soothe her, and no matter what way I turned while rocking her, she kept looking at that corner. The hairs on the back of my neck were standing up. Eventually, she fell back asleep. This happened for 2 additional nights, crying and looking at that corner. But the nights after that, she would cry to wake us up, but by the time I got there, she was quiet, yet still looking at that same corner. On reflection, even when we were at the apartment, as a baby, she would look up to the ceiling corner above the change table and babble, like she was talking to someone, but not directly at us, when we changed her. Because she was continuing to wake us up, approaching 2 weeks, we were both tired, so I brought it up to my mother-in-law. She was sleeping in the front room, while both our rooms were in the back. I told her the full story. I guess I was hoping she would share the load of soothing the baby. She said, "Okay, don't worry, I'll deal with this." My mother-in-law is deeply religious Catholic, never misses Mass, and combined with some of the superstitions from our country, believes in her powers of faith to heal small aches and pains through massage. Interestingly enough, after we told her, our daughter didn't cry out anymore, and all of us got great sleep for a week. But here's the thing, my mother-in-law never got up to soothe the baby. The crying just stopped. I was amazed, so after a couple of weeks I asked my mother-in-law, what did she do? She simply said that she asked her late husband not to visit the baby because he's scaring her. That was it. My beloved mother-in-law passed away 7 years ago. Having watched my mother-in-law struggle in her home alone with all her health issues, we moved into a bungalow since, to spare my athletic knees. During COVID, my daughter moved back home and had our grandson. And yet, sometimes, my grandson would babble to a specific ceiling corner of the family room when we change him. And we all say he's talking to his great-grandmother, and even now has a fondness for my mother-in-law pictures, even though he has never met her. I think this one's quite nice, a little bit spooky, but kind of nice. The grandpa's watching over the baby.
Yeah.
But not so nice that new parents aren't getting much sleep. Because that is horrifying. Truly horrifying when you go through that. Are you ready for the third and final story?
Yes, I am.
I met the devil today. So for context, I work in a receiving department at a warehouse. So I usually meet all types of truckers throughout the day when they drop off shipments. The security guard I work with is my best friend's grandma, who is very religious. Today, I'm sitting there, watching the clock go by as slow as it ever has, messing about with the security guard. I'll call her Mrs. D. My day usually consists of talking with her about life and just general things going on in the news, etc. We have a certain routine. When truckers come in, she takes all their info down, license, company name, trailer number, all that good stuff, while I enter the paperwork into my computer. While I'm doing that, Mrs. D usually flirts with the truckers, has small talk with them, whatever. Today, we had a guy come in who neither of us have seen before. This guy was different though. I know it's corny to say, he had this dark aura to him. He stood at least 6'6", every bit of 300 pounds. I said hello to the man, no response, which isn't really surprising, as a lot of truckers are idiots. He kept his head down, very baggy stained hoodie up, and trucker hat sat real low, covering any attempt at eye contact I tried to make. He walked in, and it was weird. Mrs. D got very lightheaded, to the point where she couldn't walk and had to sit down, almost passing out. I called for the head of security to come and help Mrs. D, as I didn't know if she was having a medical emergency or what. Mrs. D then gets up, screaming about he's evil, and starts crying hysterically. I had no idea what she was talking about, as she's 76 years old, so she kind of rambles sometimes. As I'm writing down the guy's information, which Mrs. D usually does, this guy, without saying a word to me, looks up at me with pitch black eyes. No colour, no emotion, just looks soulless. He says to me, "You know I've killed before, and I'm going to do it again." The tone in his voice is unlike anything I've ever heard before. He then snatched his ID from the table and left. Didn't drop off any load, nothing. The security officers tried to pull the license plate from his truck, and there wasn't one. As I was writing this about 2 hours ago, Mrs. D came back, still very hysterical, and hugged me and told me she's quitting. She grabbed all her stuff and left. This guy didn't feel human. I feel I truly met the devil himself today.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contracts. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. Are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Your sausage McMuffin with egg didn't change. Your receipt did. The sausage McMuffin with egg extra value meal includes a hash brown and a small coffee for just $5. Only at McDonald's for a limited time.
Prices and participation may vary.
I found this story really, really, really spooky, because it just gives me that feeling of like, that feeling that I don't have a word for, but it just makes you feel, that one.
Yeah.
That's certain people give off that aura that you pick up on. Your animal senses, spidey senses, pick up on it and go, oh.
Yeah.
It gives me that, and I don't like it.
Well, that's the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you again soon.
We will indeed. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow. Take care, everyone.
Goodbye.